8 attackers, a brick, multiple stab wounds. This isn't just a bar fight gone wrong. This is a potential attempted murder case about to unfold in court.
I observed that my dad was on the ground with 8 people around him. They were stabbing him, kicking him, hitting him with a brick, anything that they could do to hurt him or almost kill him.
He's on probation for a weapons case and 2 felonious assaults. I mean, it's clear to me that he's a danger. And put on your tough guy face. Put on the face you have when you're walking around with weapons and doing whatever else you're doing. Because listen to me, if you walk into Wayne County Jail crying like you are right now, you don't have a wrong.
The judge is warning the defendant. If you go into jail looking like a victim, you'll be treated like one. That's not legal advice.
This is 251689FY and 251660FY, the People versus Gavin Bruce.
Good morning, Judge. I was wondering for the people, P86590.
And good morning, Your Honor. Alyssa Segura with the Neighborhood Defender Service, P86432, appearing on behalf of Gavin Bruce, who stands to my right. Mr. Bruce, state your name.
Good morning, Your Honor. Gavin Bruce.
All right, it's a time and date set for preliminary exam. Are we proceeding?
Judge, so I have brother counsel did tell me that if we held in testimony so reflected that they would be adding assault with intent to murder. And I've advised Mr. Bruce of his right. I went over everything that could have been argued at exam, but with the possibility of assailant. Mr. Bruce does not want to take that.
Hey, Race, what's at stake if the defendant waives a preliminary exam charges stay as they are a 4-year felony? But if testimony comes out that supports attempted murder, we're suddenly talking about a life sentence. That's why this decision is a legal gamble.
Risk. He's advised of his right to waive the preliminary examination. If we waive, the charges will remain as is, from my understanding.
Is that correct?
Correct, Judge.
So we, at this time, are going to waive the preliminary exam.
All right, can I voir dire your client?
Absolutely.
Mr. Bruce, did you understand everything your attorney just said?
Yes.
So a prosecutor has a right, especially if they give counsel notice, and Ms. Segura has indicated they have. If the evidence comes out in an exam to support higher charges, the people can move to amend the charges to add that count. And it sounds like that's what the prosecutors indicated they would be doing on this case. You understand that?
Yeah.
All right, that doesn't mean the evidence would show that. It just means there's a potential that could happen. You understand that?
It's verbally.
Yes.
Okay, she has to type down what you say. So she can't type down head nods. So based on that, and we're talking about the case specifically, the felonious assault cases.
Yes.
And that is on 1660. Sir, you understand then that you have a right to a preliminary exam?
Yes.
And you understand at that exam, the prosecutor would have to show that a crime was committed and probable cause exists to charge you with that crime?
Yes.
And you understand if you waive that exam, you'll be bound over to Third Circuit Court on the charges as written in the complaint and warrant?
Yes. Now I'm understanding it more now, because I was just being told that I'm gonna get a charge added if I do this.
Well, if no testimony is taken, they can't add charges without a officer coming in and swearing to it and being able to establish probable cause. But if they bring in witnesses and the witnesses testify to something that would support a higher charge, then it could be added. So if you waive the exam, what your attorney has indicated is the prosecutor saying we're not going to add these additional charges. But if you hold the exam, the prosecutor, if the proofs or the evidence supports it, they could add charges. Does that make sense?
I think he wants to hold down, Judge.
So you understand they can add an assault with intent to murder.
Yes,
And you understand that's a life offense.
I do.
Okay, and you understand right now, sir, that you're charged with a felony that's only maximum is 4 years.
Yes.
And you understand that can be amended by the prosecutor to a life offense.
Yes.
Okay, he's got a right to an exam. That's a gamble. All right, any preliminary matters before we start taking testimony?
We do have Woods that we wanted to put on the record.
You can do that really quick if you want.
What's that?
Woods, it's scheduled for this afternoon, but if you want to handle it now, that's fine.
And so,
Oh, he did.
All right, Woods. I don't have it. Is Mr. Woods here?
He's in custody, Judge. He's the one
Okay,
that was found.
so we'll do that after this.
Okay, that's fine.
Now, and then I've got another case, the malicious destruction of a building. Are we holding on that as well?
Yeah,
Okay, are these separate incidents?
Yes, Judge.
it was while he was in the jail after the arrest of that.
So are we going to do them in one transcript?
I don't believe so.
No,
I
Judge.
mean, no.
Can we do them separate?
Okay, all right. Any other preliminary matters on the felonious assault case?
No, Judge.
All right, Madam Prosecutor? Call your first witness.
Yeah, well,
Mr. Prosecutor,
Yes,
call
thank
your
you,
first
Judge.
witness.
The people call Jerry Gallop.
Can you spell the last name?
Yes, Judge. Gallup.
Okay. Is someone getting him? Do we need someone to get him? I'm sorry, the court officer can get him.
Down Spring.
Okay. Mr. Gallop, can you come on up to the witness stand here? This is on 251660. And sir, can you stand and face me and raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, have a seat, sir. Sir, I want you to start by saying your first and last name and spelling your first and last name. And hold on, before you do that, there's an individual in the courtroom, a woman in the courtroom, and she here is a witness.
Judge, that is Mr. Bruce's mother. She was not a witness to the offense. If this goes to trial, I do not anticipate calling her as a witness.
Okay, all right, I just want to make sure. All right, go ahead. Say and spell your first and last name.
Jerry Gallop.
Okay.
Jerry, last name Gallup.
Okay, your witness.
Thank you, Judge. Good. We're still at the morning. Thank you, Mr. Jerry. Were you at the location of 5990 Hampenden, Taylor, Michigan 48180 on the date of 06/02/2025?
Yes.
And that's in County of Wayne?
Yes.
And what were you doing at that location?
I just got back from the gas station from getting chocolate milk.
And what happened next?
I got attacked by 8 individuals.
What's at Hampton?
My house.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge. And you see one of those persons in the courtroom today who you were attacked by?
Yes.
Objection, Judge, lack foundation.
He asked him, he said he was attacked by 8 individuals. Is
I'd
it
like further.
I think you're fine.
Thank you, Judge.
Oh.
This is huge. The victim says the attacker was on top of him, stabbing down. That kind of detail can make or break an assault with intent to murder charge.
Can you please point to that person and identify a piece of clothing they're wearing?
Red plaid shirt.
Please let the record reflect the witnesses identify the defendant.
Record shall so reflect.
And during this attack, what happened to you?
I basically got stabbed and a brick smashed into my side.
And when you say you were stabbed, where were you stabbed?
On the left arm, forearm, and the right back arm.
And did you seek medical treatment for where you were stabbed?
Yes.
What medical treatment did you get?
I got up to 10 stitches. I believe it was either 9 or 10. And I got CT scans for the back for the 10th rib fracture.
And do you see the person in the courtroom today who stabbed you?
Yes.
Can you please point to that person? Please let the record reflect the witnesses identify the defendant as the person who stabbed him.
Record shall so reflect.
And so when you say you were stabbed in your forearm, why were you stabbed in your forearm? What were you doing?
I was trying to block my chest.
So when you were being stabbed, you were using your forearms to block him, the defendant?
That's bleeding.
Sorry, Judge.
Ask him to
Yes, Judge.
tell you.
Describe to me how you were interacting with the defendant.
Can you explain that more in detail?
What were you doing with your forearms?
I was blocking my chest.
And you're blocking your chest, why?
Because I seen him stabbing down at me
And where are you at this point when the defendant is stabbing you?
in front of my house,
And-
5990 Hampton Street,
Where are you positioned?
on the ground.
And is the defendant on top of you?
Yes,
And at the time the defendant is on top of you, he is stabbing you.
yes, there was 2 individuals on top of me.
And during this altercation with the defendant, did he use another weapon against you?
A brick
And where did the defendant hit you with a brick?
on the left side.
And during
Left
this,
side of what?
Oh, my
Point to
back,
the area.
my back rib.
Record should reflect the witness is pointing to his, lifting his arm and pointing to his rib cage on the left side.
and during this time, what emotion did you feel?
It was fear. It was scared for my life.
And was the defendant saying anything when the defendant was stabbing you?
All I seen was them smiling.
And when you were being attacked, did somebody come aid you?
Yes, my son.
And what did you observe your son do?
He got them off of me from trying to kill me.
So you were unable to get them off of you yourself.
Correct.
And after this incident occurred, what did you do?
I ran back up to the house to the porch.
Did you contact the police?
My wife did, yes.
And did the police arrive?
In 20 minutes, they did. It felt like 20 minutes. I think it was like 20 minutes.
One moment, Judge. How long of a blade was the knife?
I couldn't tell. It was dark, and everything happened so fast.
No further questions, Judge.
Judge, is it okay if I stand here? My computer is plugged in.
Yeah, that's okay.
Thank you. Mr. Gallop, on the night of this incident, you indicated that there were multiple people involved, correct?
Correct.
You said that there were 8 altogether?
At least 8.
At least 8, okay. And these individuals you were coming home from getting chocolate milk, is that what you said?
Yes.
These individuals, when did you first see them, I guess?
As I was turning left onto the Hampton Street, there was 2 individuals that was running across the street, paying attention to the opposite side of the oncoming traffic. They ran almost into the front of my vehicle where I had to swerve into oncoming traffic to avoid on hitting them.
Okay, so your car almost hit these individuals?
Yeah,
Were you drinking that night?
no,
Okay. When you got home, did you pull into your driveway?
I pulled into the side of my house.
The side of your house?
Yeah, I live on a corner street.
So was it just like you pulled your car into the street, like next to the curb?
Like basically right in front of my driveway.
Right in front of the driveway? Okay, understood. But so your car was on the street?
Yeah, on the side of the house.
Okay. And did you get out of your car immediately and go towards your home?
Yes, I ran to the back door because it's on the side of the house.
You ran to the back door?
Yes,
Okay. And the individuals who you alleged to have attacked you, they were not in your yard at that time?
I don't know because I'm on the side of my house. The front of the house is around on the other
Okay.
side.
And did you enter your home?
I couldn't enter to the back door because it was locked. I had to yell through the back window.
And then did you just go into the front door?
I ran to the front of the house.
Okay. And did you enter your home at that point?
I couldn't run into the home at that point because they were already right there.
So you couldn't have just walked into your house and shut the door?
No,
Okay. And there were other people in your home, is that correct?
correct.
Your son?
Yes,
And you yelled for him to come outside, isn't that correct?
through the back window.
Okay. And so he had time to come outside, is that correct?
He had time to come to the front door and try to unlock it, but at that time I'm already on the ground getting attacked.
Okay. And you indicated that it was dark out, is that correct?
Correct,
And so you also indicated that you were stabbed,
correct,
but you're not sure as to how big the blade was, is that correct?
correct.
But you could identify someone sitting here next to me.
Yes,
Okay. And you indicated, do you remember talking with officers on the day of this offense?
Barely,
Barely.
yeah,
Okay, and you were taken to the hospital though, correct?
correct.
Okay, and you talked to a detective at that point, is that correct?
He came into the room and I couldn't really talk to him at the time because I was in so much pain
Okay,
and everything that was happening.
okay, so you did not give a description to the officer on that day, is that correct?
Correct. My son did, and I believe my wife pointed out the two kids that was walking by the house at that moment that,
Okay, so do you recall those two kids that were walking by the house?
I don't recall because I was in the back of the ambulance.
Okay, so you personally could not identify those individuals, correct?
Nope.
Okay, and prior to this today in court, you were never called to the station to identify anyone, is that correct?
Correct.
You never called to the station to do a lineup, is that correct?
Correct.
You never were called to the station to do a 6-pack where there's 6 photos and you have to pick someone out, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, so you never personally identified Mr. Bruce as the person who attacked you until today?
Correct.
Okay. And you also indicated that there were 8 individuals. Have you been called to the station to identify any of those people?
No.
Okay, and there were multiple white males, correct?
Correct.
There was a male you indicated, or correct me if I'm wrong, there was an individual with dark brown hair, is that right?
It was not like dark brown hair. It was like a dirty brown hair.
If I were to show you a picture of the individual, would you be able to recognize them as one of the individuals involved?
It depends.
Okay. Judge, may I approach?
You may.
Okay. So I'm just gonna play like a couple seconds so you can recognize what it is.
Is this going to be admitted?
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Do you recognize the scene that is shown in here, in this footage?
Yeah, I can see the scene.
Okay. And does this appear to be your street?
Yes, that's on the other side of the corner, yes.
Does the scene or the footage that you've seen in just a couple of seconds, does it appear to be altered or tampered with in any way that would not reflect accurately what we're just watching?
No.
Okay. So Judge. Okay, so I'm gonna start from, Judge, I'm gonna move to admit, this is Corporal Edding's body worn camera footage. It was taken on the date, it says 6/2/2025, 22:13 hours.
All right. Any objection to the admission? All right, this will be Defense Exhibit A. It's Corporal Edding's body worn camera. Are you putting it on the, or should I just come over? I just want to see what I'm seeing. since
Yeah,
it's
could
admitted.
you just come this way, Judge? Sorry.
So Mr. Gallop, I'm just coming up next to you so I can see what you're seeing.
You're okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna turn the brightness up and the volume up. Okay, so I'm gonna start at 17 minutes and 39 seconds. I'm gonna stop at 17 minutes and 35 seconds. Is that the individual that you were indicating about the hair color?
I believe so, but I can't really remember because of the trauma and everything that was happening that day, but I can't remember the two faces that's in this courtroom.
Okay, so did you recognize this person as well, is that correct?
I know. It's really, really hard to see with that video like that. I'd have to see face to face. Yes, come here.
Okay, and so again, you couldn't be 100% certain if this person was involved?
No, but the people on top of me that was right on top of me, stabbing me and hit me with a brick.
Okay, and then when you were being attacked, do you remember informing the police as to the position that you were in when you were being attacked?
I believe so.
And was that your legs were curled up to your chest and your arms were around?
I was on the ground. And then when I went to get back up, that's when they hit me on the left side with the brick.
Okay, and
When I was like a dog.
So, but can I ask, sir, I think,
No knife recovered. That's a defense attorney's dream line. Because without the weapon, proving intent gets a lot harder.
and I just want to make sure so the record's clear because he's making movements. She's asking, like, did you have your knee, were you in what we would call a fetal position?
On the ground, with
Yeah.
my back on the ground itself, basically, like.
And you had your arms up to your chest, kind of covering your face and your chest?
Yes.
Okay.
okay. And with the alleged knife that was used, that was never recovered from your understanding, is that correct?
If you know.
If
Do you
I
know?
don't know.
Okay. And you never personally recovered this knife on your property, is that correct?
No, they kept running back and forth from down the street where they lived at and throwing things back and then grabbing things from 2 houses down, like.
And so when you say they, it was just a collective of people?
Up to 8 people,
Oh,
including the 2 people that's in the courtroom today.
okay, understood. I have no further questions, Judge.
Nothing for the people, Judge.
Okay. Who were the 2 people?
One in a red plaid
Uh-huh.
shirt, and there's another kid. That's
Not in the courtroom.
exactly.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge. The people have no further, one moment, Judge. No further questions for the people, Judge.
All right, can this witness be excused?
Yes, Judge.
All right, Mr. Gallop, is the other individual out in the hallway there?
Yes, he is.
All right, is he all set for the day? Can he go, oh, is he on, he's not on the other case. Can he leave the building is what I'm asking.
Yes, he can leave.
All right, so Mr. Gallop, I'm gonna have a court officer call downstairs if you can and just make sure that nobody leaves behind him if there's another individual out there. But you're all set, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Your
Judge.
Honor.
Sir, when you come on up to the witness stand, I want you to stand and face me. And can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, if you can have a seat in that chair, and I want you to start by saying your first and last name and then spelling your first and last name.
My name is Nathaniel Lambert. It's spelled Nathanhiel. Last name is Lambert.
Counsel.
Thank you, Judge. Good morning, Mr. Lambert. Were you at the location of 5990 Hampenden, Taylor, Michigan 48180 on the date of 06/02/2025?
Yes.
And that's in County of Wayne?
Yes.
And at that location, what did you observe?
I observed that my dad was stabbed and kicked and he was hit with a brick. And
Let's break it down. So what is this location to you?
that's my house.
And were you inside the house at the time when that incident you were describing occurred?
I was coming outside during that time.
And when you came outside the house, what did you observe?
I observed that my dad was on the ground with 8 people around him. They were stabbing him, kicking him, hitting him with a brick, anything that they could do to hurt him or almost kill him.
And when you say you observed your dad being stabbed and hit with a brick, did you observe a person who did that on that day?
Yes, I did.
Do you see that person in the courtroom today?
Yes, he
Can you please point to that person and identify a piece of clothing to wear?
played shirt.
Please let the record reflect the witness has identified the defendant.
Record shall so reflect.
So during this incident occurred, you observed the defendant stab your father.
Yes.
And did you observe the defendant hit your father with a brick?
Yes.
And what did you do when you approached your father?
Well, I had grabbed the weapon from behind the door because we always keep a weapon for self-defense there. And I had went outside and I defended my dad as much as I could with the 8 people that was out there.
What position was your dad in when you observed the defendant stabbing him?
He was squirming around on the ground, trying to cover his head.
The son jumps in with a baseball bat to defend his father. Now, the courtroom isn't just hearing about a fight, it's hearing about a family defending their home against a small army.
Anything he could do to try to cover himself.
And when you went to the area where your dad was being assaulted, were you assaulted?
Yes, I was.
And what happened to you?
I got a brick thrown at my right hand.
And do you see that person in the courtroom today who threw a brick at you?
Yes, he's here.
Can you please point to that person and identify a piece of clothing they're wearing?
Plate shirt.
Please let the record reflect the witnesses identify the defendant who threw a brick at him.
Record shall so reflect.
And what did you do next?
I was just swinging the bat as much as I could to try to defend, and that's basically it. Everybody was just trying to hit me, and I was just defending as much as I could. My dad was on the porch after that. And he was bleeding.
Did you end up getting cut?
My right index finger got cut from the brick.
And did you contact the police?
Yes, I had told my mom before this even, or when it was happening, to call the police.
And did the police arrive?
Yes, they arrived like 15, 20 minutes later.
And did you talk to the police about what occurred?
Yes, I told them everything.
No further questions, Judge.
Cross.
Yes, Judge. On the day of this incident, you were in your room, is that correct originally?
Yes.
You were playing video games?
Yeah.
You heard your father yell for help?
Yeah, across the house.
Was he inside the house at that time?
I don't know where he was at. I was in my room, but it sounded like he was outside.
Okay, and so you went outside?
Yes.
Did you go out empty-handed at that time?
No, I looked out the door, and then when I seen all the people around my dad, doing all that stuff, I grabbed the baseball bat that was behind the door that we always keep there because we live in.
Okay. So when you went out the door, you came out with a bat?
Yes.
Okay. And how many people were in the group, would you say?
About 7 or 8, I'd say.
7 or 8?
Yeah.
Do you remember talking to a female officer on the night of this incident?
Yes.
Do you remember telling her that there were 5 in total?
Yes.
Okay. And then do you remember talking to Detective Hinenjosa at the hospital?
Yes.
And do you remember telling him that there were 6 people?
Yes.
Okay. When you came outside, you indicated that you had already witnessed your father being attacked, essentially.
Yes.
Okay, and you remember you indicated that you told the detective or the officers everything that happened, is that correct?
Yes.
And when you talked to them, you told them that there were large rocks, is that correct?
Boulders and bricks.
And, yes, things of that nature, right?
Yes.
You never once told the officers about a knife. Would you agree?
No, I told him he got stabbed.
You did?
Yes.
So you didn't tell them that the male objects were holding objects such as a fence, a metal pole, and large rocks?
I told them everything. They were holding everything.
That's what you told them though, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And so you would disagree with me that you told them that he was stabbed with a knife?
Can you restate that question?
You're disagreeing with me that you did not tell the officers that he was stabbed with a knife.
Did you tell the police your dad was stabbed with a knife?
Yes, I told them. Yeah.
Okay. And you did not recover this knife, did you?
No.
Okay. So you don't believe that he was stabbed with something other than a knife? It's possible, is that correct?
No, it's not possible.
It's not possible. He couldn't have been stabbed with something else?
He was stabbed with a knife for sure.
Okay. And it was very dark at this time. Would you agree?
Yeah, it was dark.
Okay. And so when it was dark out, you couldn't technically make out everything that was going on. Would you agree?
No, I seen that there was stabbing movements and hitting my dad and kicking him and everything.
What about the description of the people involved?
Well, there was 3 African Americans and at least 5 white people, at least.
Okay, and so there was 5
It was a
white
big
people at least, is that what you said?
Yes.
Do you remember telling the female officer that there was 3 white males and 2 black males?
Yes, that's what I seen at the time.
At the
in
time.
my peripheral vision.
Okay, and then do you remember telling Detective Hinojosa that there were 4 white males and 2 black?